My dear students, today let us look into numerical solutions for Cbse plus 1 accountancy in rectification of errors. The question number 6. Rectify the following errors. Sales book overcast by rupees 700. That means actually the sales account will be normally in credit, but it was overcasted. So we have to deduct that amount. So if it is after trial balance, it will be adjusted in suspense account. So what will be the journal entry? So normally the sales account will be credit. It was already overcasted. Now we have to cancel. So sales account should be debit to suspense account, rupees 700. So sales book overcast by 700 has been rectified now. This is a journal entry. But in case if it is before trial balance, then what will be the journal entry? For example, before trial balance means we have committed the mistake in totaling in the subsidiary book of sales subsidiary book. So what will be the sales subsidiary book? Normally the total at the end of the month we have to transfer from the subsidiary book to sales account. So this is a sales book, this is a subsidiary book. Normally we have to add all transaction during the month and then we will total that amount. Here the sales amount according to the sales book, if it is, what shall I say, it is overstated. Overstated means, for example, instead of 1000 we have mentioned 1700. So 700 rupees extra. So we have to cancel. Normally what we will do, actually the sales account at the end of the month we will transfer from subsidiary book to sales account. So by sundries, instead of 1000 instead of 1000 we have entered it 1700 rupees, that is overcasting. So we have to deduct that 700 rupees. So what we will do, we have to adjust, we have to debit one more entry in the sales account. We have to pass one more entry in the debit side of the sales account. So to overcasting on sales book, 700 rupees. Now it will be tallied. The actual entry should be 1000 rupees. But formally we have entered as 1700 rupees. If we entered 700 rupees, the balance will be tallied. Understand? So if it is before trial balance, if it is after trial balance, that has to be adjusted in suspense account. The next one is purchase book overcast by rupees 500. Normally the purchase entry will be the purchase account debit to the party account or purchase account debit to bank account. So the purchase account overcasted. Actual amount, actually we have shown extra. We have the mistake committed by overcasting. So we have to rectify that overcasting. So the purchase account should be cancelled. So what will be, if it is after trial balance, it will be in the it will be in the suspense account. We have to adjust the suspense account. So suspense account debit to purchase account, that is 500 rupees. We have already shown as extra amount by overcasting. Now it has been rectified. So the purchase book overcast by 500 rupees is now rectified. And if it is before trial balance, what will be the entry? For example, purchase account, normally we are entering in the debit side of the purchase account the closing balance of the purchase book, subsidiary book, we will enter here to sundries as per purchase book. Now we have mentioned is, instead of, for example, 1000 rupees, we have entered 1500 rupees. Extra. The mistake is committed by overcasting. So we have to cancel this extra 500 rupees. For that purpose, we have to enter in one more entry in the credit side of the purchase account by overcasting in purchase book, rupees 500. So in case of, trial balance, before trial balance, the journal entry will be, the rectification entry will be like that. And then after trial balance, suspense account should be debit and purchase account should be credit. The next one is sales return book overcast by rupees 300. That means we have shown excess amount of rupees 300 in sales account, sales return account. Normally the sales return account must be debit. So we have to cancel the sales return account. So we should credit that amount to the extent of rupees 300. So the mistake will be adjusted from the suspense account if it is after trial balance. So we will assume that it is after trial balance. So here suspense account debit to sales return account 300 rupees, 300 rupees. So sales return book overcast by rupees 300 has been adjusted, now rectified. So it will be the narration. For example, if it is before trial balance, what will be the entry? For example, this is a sales return account. For explanation, I am writing this type of diagrams and all, ledger and all. Sales return account should be debit, but we have shown excess, in the debit side of sales return account we have shown excess because we have overcasted it. So that should be cancelled. If the debit side is to be cancelled, we have to make one more entry in the credit side. So by overcasting in sales return book, like that you have to write amount 300 rupees. For example, instead of 1000 you have entered 1300 rupees. If you enter 300 rupees here, then it will be tallied. So the rectification entry will be one more entry is to be passed in the credit side of the sales return account by overcasting in sales return book rupees 300. So this is before trial balance. This one is after trial balance. The next one is the purchase return book overcast by rupees 200. Purchase return account, it is normally in the credit balance, but we have shown the excess balance of rupees 200 by overcasting. So we have to reduce. We can assume that it is after trial balance by opening suspense account. So the mistake will be adjusted against the suspense account. So the purchase return account should be debited. Purchase to suspense account 200 rupees, 200 rupees. So the purchase return book overcast by 200 rupees is now rectified. That is a narration. If it is before trial balance, what will be the effect? What will be the entry? So the purchase return account, I will explain it. Purchase return account, at the end of every month, we will transfer the closing balance of a purchase return book, from subsidiary book, we have to enter in the credit side. So by sundries, we will write like that. But we have shown excess credit, excess 200 rupees. So it must be cancelled. So in order to cancel, we have to pass, that is a rectification entry, we have to pass one more entry in the debit side of the purchase return book to overcasting in purchase return book rupees 200 rupees. Now it will be tallied.